Have you ever just thought about the X-Men Cinematic Universe timeline and thought, what's going on with that? How come there are big holes in it? Things don't match up. Well, I mean, I'd hope you would. I mean, that's why you clicked on the video. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to answer 5 of those questions with really obvious answers. Starting with... Yeah, quick question. How does Xavier go from this...
I can't feel my legs.
to this...
Yes? Yes, I could, but it's not my way. And I would expect you...
to this... in between all 3 movies. Seriously, how is this guy walking, then not walking, then walking, then not walking again? Well, remember in Days of Future Past, that whole serum that Beast made?
I designed the serum to treat his spine, derived from the same formula that helps me control my mutation.
I tried easing him back, but he just couldn't bear the pain. The voices.
The treatment gives him his legs, but it's not enough.
My best guess is that he keeps using the serum all throughout the 70s, the 80s, but he just sort of either eases back on it or his body just gets used to it and it's not as effective as it used to be. Either way, the best answer here is that Xavier keeps using the serum up until he's old and Patrick Stewarty. Next! Did you ever stop and think about that red-headed kid from X-Men First Class? Banshee?
These fish?
No, because why would you? But now you have to, because now we have to try to answer this question. You see, in X2, there's a character a lot of people think is Siren, Banshee's daughter, who also happens to have similar abilities to her father. See, check out this clip. Yep, red hair, sonic powers, seems a lot like Banshee's daughter. Except, wait a minute, in Days of Future Past, they kinda said he was dead.
Angel. Azazel. Emma. Banshee. Mutant brothers and sisters, all dead!
Alright, so clearly that's not Siren in X2, that's just some other girl with sonic powers. Next! Alright, so this next one is one that a lot of people have been tripping up over for a while now. Seriously, how does Xavier survive this in The Last Stand? Only to come back looking like this in The Wolverine.
You're not the only one with gifts.
How does that work? Well, actually they tell you in the beginning of The Last Stand.
The man you see here was born with no higher level brain functions. He has no consciousness to speak of.
Now, what if we were to transfer the consciousness of one person into the body of this man?
Just in case that's not enough of a hint, they got Patrick Stewart to play that vegetable guy's part in the end credit scene.
Hello, Moira.
Charles.
Now, Xavier clearly moved his consciousness over to that other guy's body. Whether or not that's his twin brother is up for debate, but still, the fact remains Xavier's brain is now in that guy's body. Next! Nobody ever really seems to care about this next one, but it's kind of been stuck in my head ever since I first saw Days of Future Past. See, here's the question we're dealing with. You see, it goes like this. Xavier clearly explains that Mystique killed Trask at the summit in 1973, and that this is her first kill.
She found Trask and killed him. It was the first time she killed.
Normally I wouldn't exactly care, except viral site thebentbullet.com paints a very different picture in an interview with Magneto. See, here's his statement. Notice anything? Here, let me make it clearer for you.
It was the first time she killed. It was the first time she killed. It was the first time she killed.
The entire article just points to Mystique as being the assassin of President Kennedy, so come on, Xavier, how do you not notice that? Well, how could he when you take into account the fact that Magneto's the only one who knows that information and he just never tells anybody? Look at him. He knows what's up. Come on, man, spill the beans already. So there you go. He knew she did it, he just never said anything. Next! Alright, so for the last point in this video, we're going to look at another weird one that a lot of people seem to have forgotten about, but it's kinda hard to ignore once you actually see it. You remember Sebastian Shaw and Hank McCoy from First Class, right? Well, they kinda appeared in X2.
All this anti-mutant protesting underscores a genuine growing concern among most Americans. I think mutant registration...
But why stop there? Maybe it would be easier to round up mutants by the truckload. Or maybe like an all-out war, Mr. Shaw.
Please.
That's definitely the real McCoy. But the characters from First Class wouldn't be calmly debating in a room together, and here's why. Human-looking Beast we can at least ignore because he has that serum from 1973.
I designed the serum to treat his spine, derived from the same formula that helps me control my mutation.
But that can't be the same Shaw on account of him being dead at the end of First Class. So clearly that's the same Beast, but that's definitely not the same Shaw. Alright, well that about does it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, maybe leave a comment, whatever you want to do. Don't forget to check out my website, comicsversusworld.wordpress.com, for a full breakdown on both the timelines in the X-Men Cinematic Universe. The link will be in the description below, along with the links for the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and even Twitch for Comic Books vs. the World. Be sure to check out all those as well. Alright, well I think that's going to do it for me. I will see you guys next time. Later.